Ooh, you are a monarch, like your parents before you, a ruler of a small, pleasant kingdom of rivers and evergreens.
You know, I'm just really not feeling this.
Welcome to Duality Gamecast, sponsored by Gladiator Games.
Today's episode, Dominion.
Welcome to Duality Gamecast. I'm Matt.
And I'm William.
Today we're taking a look at Dominion from Rio Grande Games.
Dominion is a deck building game. Your goal is to have the most amount of victory point cards in your deck when the game ends. The game ends when either 3 piles of kingdom cards have been depleted or all the provinces have been purchased. On your turn, you play cards from your hand, and then you're allowed to play 1 action and then make 1 purchase, 1 buy. So for our action, we're going to go and play this witch card. The witch card says, I get to draw 2 more cards. Aw, those didn't help me out too much. And then everybody else gets a curse, which meshes them up and gives them negative victory points at the end of the game. Now I'm going to do my buy. Let's see, what do I want to get? What do I want to get? I'll get this village. I'd really like to get this witch, but I only have 4 gold, and she costs 5, as noted right here. At the end of your turn, all the cards you play and all the cards you purchase end up in your discard pile. You draw back up to a hand of 5 cards. If you don't have enough cards in your deck, do that. You shuffle your discard pile, and then draw until you're back up to 5. Pass to your left. Play continues like this until, again, the piles are depleted. Then you simply count up victory points and see who the winner is.
Dominion, the granddaddy of all deck building games. How do you think about the play?
Mechanical, I think is the best way for it. It's all about drawing, playing, buying, and those particular actions in different orders. For the base set, especially, that's what they exclusively focus on, is just buying a card, playing a card, drawing a card, in some combination. Maybe giving you more gold so you can buy a card, but it's very much about the system, and especially consider this was like the first one, it functions great. We played it countless number of times with just the base set. It keeps going, changing out 1 set of cards or just the play order of people or what you randomly get in your hand greatly changes it. So there's a lot of replayability in it. But it is like, when I'm playing it, I'm not thinking, ooh, I'm a lord in charge of a land. I'm saying, hey, I get 2 more actions. Now I get to draw an extra card. Here I get 2 more gold. I'm going to buy this green victory point card that has a 1 on it. I don't think about what it is. How about you, Matt?
The flow of this game is like no other. It feeds that deck building itch that I used to have for Magic the Gathering, but then the play, oh man, playing actions and trying to get more actions and trying to get more cards and more money and more buys, and there's so many different cards, like you said, just in the base set. And the game comes with suggested setups, or you can just randomly set up the game with cards, or you can choose them. So you can have a game with lots of aggro in it, or you can have a game with no aggro and people are just pinching pennies and trying to get the most money, or you can have a game that's a blend. So some people go aggro and some people go money, and some people are doing crazy, I'm gonna burn out my deck and I'll show you guys. And there's so many different strategies and such replayability. This is a very well-made game. I realize it's kind of old in board game terms these days, and a lot of people have moved on. They're playing Legendary or Ascension or whatever. But this game holds up. It's got a ton of expansions, large and small, and I think it still has a pretty huge following.
Yeah.
Because replayability and variety are just built into this game. It's a real elegant system. As far as rules, once you play this game, I feel like one time you're going to get it.
Yeah, you're on board.
Unless you have a problem. Iconography is simple, maybe not any bells and whistles, but easy to read. Everything's clear. I understand that some of the newer expansions, because they've had to really dig a deeper well to make the cards feel different and unique. Some of them are getting pretty serious with like big paragraphs of text. But I'll tell you, in this starting set, you don't have that problem at all. I think it's a very well put together game.
I agree.
So how do you feel about the art and component quality?
Well, card game, as I often say, not a lot of components to it, just cards. We've shuffled these a bunch. They do get worn a little bit more around the edges because they have the dark borders and everything, but they work fine. I haven't had any troubles. Art, disconnect for me. I'm not really feeling like the art is good on all of it, I feel, but because this game is so mechanic driven, the theme, the art just doesn't really matter at all to me. The cards could almost be blank as far as I'm concerned for it. Along those lines, the base design is very plain. The graphic design for the cards themselves, very simple. And I think it's good because especially when this came out, there's like a new concept. Everything was very clean, very simple. It works great, but the art to me is kind of eh. How about you?
I'm kind of on the same page. The art is all fine. It's not bad art. It's very painting looking. The big knock on this game that you will hear over and over again is, where's the theme?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's medieval people in the pictures and you're talking about duchies and provinces, but does that come out in the gameplay? No, it doesn't. No. But this is a game where I can say it's so well made that I get past that.
Yes.
So the art does what it's got to do to convey the card type. Doesn't do anything else.
No.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it gets by. This game is more about how it plays and how it looks.
Exactly.
All right, I'm throwing down the Geek Gauntlet on Dominion. If you've never played Dominion, you need to play Dominion. It started the deck building trend, and in my opinion, still one of the most well-made, best functioning deck building games you can buy. So for me, this is a must-buy. You can't have a shelf of games and call yourself a gamer and not have Dominion on that shelf.
All right, so for me, this is a must-buy. I've only gotten the base set. I haven't really gotten the expansions. Just played them a couple times with other people. You don't need the expansions to enjoy this game. In the core box itself is almost limitless replayability. And I can just imagine with the expansions, if you get bored with it after 5 years, get an expansion, play it for another 5. Must buy. Hey guys, thanks for watching this Battle Royale episode. If you'd like to subscribe, click on me. And thanks to all these people for helping us out. You know, I'm going to tip it up. It's bugging me that it's so close to the top of the door. There you go.
Well, now it's like a mile. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.